Well, Coach, that was maybe a tale of like 3 games where you played really, really well. Then it kind of fell in, and then you win it. I mean, talk about how you kind of went through the whole game as a team.
Yeah, I liked our first 2 periods a lot. I thought we played aggressive, attacking, very mature for a young team in a big game on the road. And then the third was obviously poor. We played immature. We talked going into the third. We play our best in attack mode on our front foot. And that's what we talked about going to third. We are not sitting back. We are not going to play passive. But, you know, sometimes when you haven't lived a lot of those moments, you get a little tentative and you want to play safe. And as much as we wanted to push, we just couldn't. So, you know, we get to the overtime period and we got a little reset, and I thought we were better in overtime.
Mm-hmm. Did you think that goal at the end of the second period kind of changed the momentum of the game?
Yes, 100% it did. You're up 4-1. You know, we had a great second. I thought we had a really good first. We scored to get up 3-0. They get one right back. We go right back and get it 4-1, and that felt like that was a massive goal. I didn't love the call to put us down 5-on-4. The 5-on-3 call is the right call. It was a follow through on a high stick. The one ref waved it off. The other ref called it. So, I didn't like that, and they made a really nice play. They got a good team. They got a lot of skilled players. So that definitely gave them life and momentum heading into the third period.
And Subi's play tonight, I mean, Jesus, it was a shooting gallery for the last half of the game.
Last 30 minutes, yeah. Subi was awesome. I can't say enough about what he's meant to the group this year, what a great teammate he is, what a great competitor. He set, you think about it, he's played a long time. He set career high in games played. He set career high in wins. He set now a career high in playoff wins. It's really impressive at this point of his career to be playing the best hockey of his career.
What got you right for is early in the game?
Sit
on right for is early in the game, which is, I guess, left skate maybe. I mean, you guys were having a little trouble getting going then, and that could have changed the whole game if that works.
I can't even remember that one.
Okay.
It felt like it was a month ago. You know what? He was really good early, and then was good again late. I thought we looked a hair nervous at start. I thought that the penalty kill early in the first ignited us. I thought Weisbach in particular was spectacular on that kill, and that gave us a lot of life and a lot of jump.
In the overtime, did you get back in the shooting in the passing lanes? Because I thought you were excellent at that for the first 30 minutes. It seemed like in the overtime you were cutting them off a little bit, blocking shots, getting in the passing lane a little bit. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, I think we just played more assertive. And so when you're sitting back, the lanes just become open because you're giving them room, and there's so much time and space for their players to manipulate you because they have space. Where I thought in the overtime we started closing gaps and playing more attacking, and then therefore you can be in better defensive position. But Tyson Kozak had some unbelievable block shots tonight, but I thought the one that really sticks out in overtime was Jeremy Davies. I mean, that's a defenseman coming downhill and pounding one, and that's what it takes to win. In playoff hockey, we've been talking about, especially since we lost the first 2, it's whatever it takes. In some games, it's going to be your offense, but some games it might be they're on us, and we need guys to block shots. And the guys were willing to do whatever it took tonight to try to win this game.
What did you think was really good in the first period? Like, he might have been your best forward in the first period.
I thought he was excellent most of the game.
And I'm not taking it, but he kind of, I don't know if he changed the momentum at all, but scores a goal. Third period, he blocks a shot without him. No, overtime.
Yeah,
with his hand.
He's such a good hockey player. And Rosane and Kulik get a lot of praise, and they deserve it. Obviously, Rosane got us on the board tonight with assists. Cooley scored a goal tonight. Kozak scored a goal. Those are young kids to be delivering in big moments like this. But Cozy, as good as Rosane and Kulik are in their offensive part of their game, Cozy is good in his defensive game. And for him to be one of our best penalty killers and one of our best defensive players and most physical players as a 19, 20-year-old in this league is just incredibly impressive.
What did you see on the pilot goal? Just how it all developed?
I thought that, number one, it was nice to be able to get a power play because we didn't get many of those tonight. And so that was good to see.
They didn't have a choice on that one.
Right, exactly. And then I think that what I liked is that after an early miscue, I thought they had good composure. And again, Larry makes a great play. Looked like we had a really good screen in front. I'm assuming that Mersch probably had a great screen because he usually does. Haven't seen it yet. But, Rosane and Weisbach and those guys just had real nice composure. And then we got the shot we needed from up top, and Larry's a pretty dangerous shooter when he gets it from that spot.
Coach, with things going so wrong in the third period, how were you able, young team, say hadn't been in those situations, what was said in the locker room when you get so close and then to have it slip away right there?
I went in immediately, which I don't normally do, and said, take a breath, calm down, we're going to win this game. Then I came back at the normal time in the middle of the intermission, and I just reminded them that whatever's happened is done. And we talked about that earlier this week. There's a quote that says, ships don't sink because the water outside of them, the ships sink because the water that gets in them. And I thought it was going to be very appropriate for tonight's game. The crowd was going to be nuts. There was going to be ebbs and flows. You're playing a team that you don't like, and we just can't let any of that inside of us. We just got to stay calm, keep our composure, and then get back to our attacking game. Get back on our front foot and get back to playing to our identity.
Must have been nice for you guys. You said the crowd was nuts, but there were a lot of Rochester people here.
That was awesome. That was special to see. And that's a credit to our fans. It's a credit to our players. That they've earned that love from this fan base because of the heart and the character and the tenacity that this group has come to play with now. It's I've really loved coaching this team. They've grown so much. Last year's team was fabulous too, but last year's team we even started better. This year's team had to grow into this, and I've really come to love the grit and the togetherness and the love of being Amerks that these guys play with.
What do you take away from this series? What do you want your team to take away from this series as we move into the next one?
Confidence that you can beat one of the best teams in the league, even down 2-0. So confidence from that. Learn from our mistakes, especially how we handled the third period with the lead. And then, make sure we don't get too high. Enjoy this. They earn a good celebration tonight with their teammates and their brothers, right? That's fabulous. But let's make sure that we are ready for game one, physically and emotionally, because we don't want to be done yet.